Vess. Is there a name for your studio?
Twin Mono.
Twin Mono.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twin Mono.
Twin Mono.
Beautiful. We're at, hey, I'm at the Twin. Usually, in the past, it's been an artist wanting to build their own band, or it's been a studio that wants to put together a band. I've put together a couple people. This time, Vess just said, I've never met Caleb or Doog, and I want to play music with them, so let's do that.
It's the end of the day. It's the end of another day. We pick up shells on the bottom of the deep green sea.
So now you've finished your EP, everything's recorded. What was your favorite part of the whole process?
Dinner.
Dinner was good.
We always had we had 3 great dinners. We did.
No, it's not true. Going anyway, it's not true.
We threw together a great meal though, and he did cook it. But we very equally and very busily finished this record in record time, and it really, I think we like it. Do we like it? I think we like it.
I'm very surprised. Not that I should be surprised by working with such talent, but like it came together as A-okay.
Do you wanna see me cry? An apple in my eye. The faces in the crowd don't look like anyone.
One of my favorite spots was definitely the thrill that I had when I found out how he can play organ. We had this one song, and you kind of had a droney thing going, and I was like, hey, why don't I just like play the chords down here, and you could like wail a bit up at the top, and then he just like, okay.
Took that
he just started
instruction.
wailing.
He did. It was great.
Cool.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, you have an unusual talent for the keyboards.
Cool, thank you. Yeah, don't fight it, invite it.
Don't fight it, invite it. Don't fight it, invite it. Don't fight it, invite it.
I like EP in a Weekend because it's always different, and it's cool to see the interaction between people, especially when they haven't met before and they're supposed to write music together. It's cool to see, the beginning phases of everyone getting comfortable, and then, people getting an idea in their mind, and to see the drive that goes behind that into finishing a song is really cool.
It kind of began, Vess had a couple lines that he had kind of floating around in his head, and it talked about faces, and it talked about kind of nautical themes, and I was just seeing these like grotesque faces like rotting in the water, and it reminded me of this scene in Jaws. And so I was like, yeah, why don't we could make a line about these grimacing faces like rotting in the sea, and we're like, yeah. And then after a couple more lines, it became apparent, I think, that it was a shipwreck. And then we just began to tell a story with one another.
It's interesting to see 3 different songwriting styles and personalities address a similar issue, though, and it gave it a continuity that might not have been so apparent if we'd all just gone and written a song about whatever the fuck and then gone and,
Right, yeah, we planted the seeds well.
My song Impact, you have the captain talking about how the ship has hit something, and perhaps he's had a vision or a dream of this happening because he has seen a crow, and it kind of like maybe had hinted to him that something like this would happen. There's a reference to a tarot card about it's the card of cruelty, where the swords are cutting through the heart, and then it moves along.
Yeah, and I sort of thought of it in an abstract way about the idea of how the captain feels. It starts with the line, do you want to see me cry? And it's sort of like, I can't lose this feeling. And then as the song goes, there's when the next part comes, there's talk about water going where it shouldn't go, or where it doesn't usually go, And then your great line, don't fight it, invite it. I think that was. It was yours.
It's hard
I
to
don't
tell
know.
sometimes.
It wasn't mine. I'm here to tell you. But I took it and ran with it. You know, so it sort of runs that whole gamut there. This idea of like we're going, you know, no, all the way to like, God, maybe this is really happening. You know, this might be my fate here right now. You know.
Yeah, and then at that point, your fate was being unraveled in front of you, and you could see it, and so you get to a point where you just let go and you go with the flow, you go with the stream, and I think that the song progresses to that where you finally just let go, and then you are, you know, free in an endless dream. Say bye to mother in this final scene. We're moving on to our glorious dream where we don't fight at all. We invite it all.
I'm into it.
I'd play with these
do
guys
it.
anytime.
Yeah.
For any reason.
Yeah.
It would be
Anytime
great.
we might. Yeah.
It was a pleasure. Really fun.
Yeah.
I just like these guys.